In this video, we are going to learn building blocks defined in an Android SDK. Android SDK has defined few objects which are widely used in developing an Android application. Every developer needs to be familiar with these building blocks. The most important ones are activities, intents, services, and content providers. Let's see all these objects one by one in detail. So let's move to the activities as a building blocks in Android SDK. Look here. Sorry. Yeah. Here, an activity is a user interface screen. Applications can define one or more activities to handle different phases of the program. As we discussed in a previous video, every application is comprises of different activities and each activity is nothing but a user screen. Each activity here responsible for saving its own state so that it can be restored later as a part of the application lifecycle. This activity we are going to discuss in a program by programmatically. So let's move to the another building block, intents. So what is an intent? An intent is a mechanism for describing a specific action, such as pick up a photograph or open a new screen. Action may be anything, but that is performed with the help of intent. So we need to define intent, we need to create such intents through which such actions can be performed. Application here in Android application, just everything goes through the intent. So we can have plenty of opportunities through which such intents can be replaced or reused. Fine. So let's move to the services. A service is a task that runs in a background. So without users' direct interaction, which is similar to the Unix daemon process. For example, let's consider a music player. What happens here when music may be started by an activity but you want it to keep playing in a background. So when a user has moved on a different program, then it acts as a or it runs in a background so that the code that does not actually playing should be in a service. So later another activity may bind to that service or it may tell to switch track or stop playing. So this Android comes with such many services built in along with the convenient APIs to access them. Look, the playing music, stopping it, changing the track, all these tasks are implemented as a part of service and they do run in a background. So different application, different Android app make use of those services and develop on the top of these services develop their own applications. So and these are accessed via convenient APIs. Understood? So these services are the task which runs in a background. So the next move to the last building block is the content provider. Content provider is a set of data wrapped up in a custom API to read and write it. It is related to the data management. This is the best way to share global data between the applications. Let's have an example. Google provides a content provider for a contacts. All the information like their names, addresses, phone numbers and so forth can be shared by the application that wants to use it. So all such information is made available to different applications and that can be shared globally with the help of content provider. So best example is the contacts. So these are 4 building blocks a developer must aware about it. Definitely this is only a theoretical part. We are going to implement all these building blocks with the help of simple Android application in our next video. Thank you.